that the plants in plains, how they are categorized from region to region of the areas of plains. The facts is given. Let us see. The baobab grows in areas that are dry for the most of the part of the year. During wet months, the baobab stores water in its thick trunk. Also, the tree has a fire-resistant trunk. See, they have given you an example, a very interesting example and a fact, that a baobab trees grows in areas that are dry, and this is why they have been adapted to that condition, that they have a thick trunk in which they store water, and during when the rain comes, so they used to store all the water in their thick trunk, and it will be beneficial for them during the dry climate. Also, the trunk is fire resistant because as it stores much water in it. Now the other terrestrial category is in the desert plants. Let us see what it is. Desert are hot, dry places with very scanty rainfall. This everybody knows. In such areas, a lot of direct sunlight shines on the plant. The soil is often sandy or rocky and unable to hold much water. So the plant in the desert to adapt really well in order to grow. See, as we all know that desert is a dry, hot area or region, and there is very less rainfall occurrence. In such type of areas are very we can say very bright, and very much sunlight falls on the plants, and that is why the soil is very often sandy and rocky, and this type of soil is not good to hold water. So that is why plant in the desert need to adapt really well in order to grow. That is why the modification in those plants is they are having thick leaves like cactus and all, as well as just now we have studied about the baobab. So this type of plant grows in desert. Now come to page number 62. Some such adaptations are: some plants called succulents store water in their stem or leaves. Yes, children, you have to remember that the plants which store water in their stems or leaves, they are known as succulent plant. Some plants have no leaves or small seasonal leaves that only grow after it rains. The lack of leaves helps reduce water loss during photosynthesis. Leafless plants conduct photosynthesis in their green stem. So these are the adaptations according to the region, that some plants they don't have leaves, and or we can say small seasonal leaves, they only grow after it rains. So the lack of leaves helps the plant to grow, and also it reduces the water loss during photosynthesis. Leafless plant, they conduct photosynthesis in their green stems. In plants such as cactus and prickly pear, leaves are reduced to spine. This helps to save water and keep animals away. Yes, I think everybody has seen the cactus and spiky plant, which is prickly pear. So these are having the leaves are being modified, or we can say reduced to spines, and this spine helps to save water as well as to keep the animals away from it. Long roots spread out wide or go deep into the ground to absorb as much as water as possible. Many plants have very long root. They spread out wide and go deep inside the ground to absorb as much water as possible. Now the last adaptation is waxy coating on stems and leaves helps reduce water loss. Some of the plants may have waxy coating on their stems and leaves, which also helps to reduce water loss. Now in this cover, let us see what is written. What adaptations do you observe in plants in your home or neighborhood? You can find it out, and you can see the picture is given of prickly pear cactus. This is how it looks like. Now come to plants on mountains. Plants growing up on mountains have to face many challenges such as cold weather that slow down growth, strong rays of the sun which damages leaves and soil that is not abundant in nutrient essential for the growth of plants. Some adaptations in plant in such region are: See, as we all know, in the mountainous region, they need to adapt really well so that they can survive in those conditions. So let us see what are the adaptations in the plants of on a mountain. This I have told you in short that these plants have leaves that are pointed and having sharp edges. So let us see what are the adaptations. They grow low to the ground so that they don't damage by the harsh mountainous wind. They grow up very low to the ground so that the harsh mountainous wind could not make much damage to them. And leaves are often small and tough and are less likely to be damaged by snow or hail. Many trees have needle-like leaves that lose less water and shed snow more easily than broadleaves. Waxy coating on needles prevent evaporation. Also, needles are dark in color that allows better absorption of solar energy. Leaves have hair that protects them from the cold. So these type of adaptation they have, that the leaves are often small and tough and they are less likely to be damaged by snow or hail. Many of them are having needle like leaves that lose less water and shed snow more easily. Waxy coating is present which allows them to prevent from the evaporation, and also needles are very dark in color so that the absorption of solar energy is done better. Leaves have hair. Also the leaves have hair which protects them from the cold. Then many mountainous trees have branches